Hey, welcome back to Blake Inspires. Stefan Blake here, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. Now for today's video, I just wanted to share with you a message that I believe is relevant, especially in these times. Now I created and presented this speech some time ago in the Dynamic Speakers Club, and I just wanted to share this message with you also here at Blake Inspires. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Hey you, yes you. When was the last time you spent some quality time with your family? Or had a genuinely deep conversation with a friend? When last have you played two dominoes, as we Jamaicans would say, charades, or some real old-time card games? I can bet it's been a while. After all, the only thing people these days, young and old, are playing are video or mobile games, trending videos on social media, music that tends to scream from their headphones, or anything that involves us staring at a screen for countless amount of hours. One might even ask, then Tevon, what's the sense in physically meeting when we can send a text message, video chat, or see each other daily on our social media platforms? In fact, according to an article published in 2018 by Loveland, this is the view of 61% of US adults and teens who prefers virtual communication over face-to-face interaction. And this is long before social distancing became a thing. Don't get me wrong though, I have nothing against social media, as it helps us to stay connected with friends, family, and people all over the world virtually. Besides, social media has its benefits, one of which is to give us the ability to have easy access to information. However, the problem is we've become so devoted, so attached to keep up with all that's happening in the world. We've become so busy keeping up with what's happening in the lives of people who don't even know or really care about us. So busy trying to stay up to speed with what's or who's trending on social media. Sadly, we've become so busy staying virtually connected that we neglect the importance of being physically and emotionally connected with ourselves, the people closest to us who really cares, and our environment. We must disconnect so that we can reconnect with what and who really matters. And by disconnect, I mean separating oneself from all these devices that are capable of absorbing our time and attention, even just for a while, so that we can look up and truly appreciate the things and people around us. Now that you're more aware, I can see the concern on your faces. I can see the guilt. I know the feeling because not too long ago, I was in this very same situation. But I discovered a remedy. And don't you worry, I am going to share with you two parts of the remedy to start disconnecting. The first part of the remedy is to first know how much time you spend using your cell phones and reduce this time each day. Tell the truth. Have you ever stopped to think about how much time we spend using our cell phones? Maybe you haven't even noticed, but for most people, the first thing they do in the morning when they wake, and the last thing they do before bed, is to check their notifications. According to Dion, an article published in 2021, he shares that most people spend between 3 and 9 hours daily just using their cell phone. Can you imagine? With that said, you might want to ask yourself, how much time do I spend using my phone? Luckily, most devices provide the ability to see how much time you spend using that device. Most devices also gives you the ability to see how much time you spend on each app. So if by analyzing this data you recognize that you spend the most time using Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or whatever the app might be, I'm sorry, but it needs to go. It might be hard, but I promise you, if you commit to accomplishing this time limiting or time reduction goal, you'll already be halfway there. The second part of the remedy is to plan alternative activities. Now, we tend to use our devices, phones and other similar devices, mostly when we're bored, right? Let's say you've applied the first part of the remedy and you've been able to finally have some time away from your devices. To avoid giving into the temptation to start scrolling, browsing, or texting, use this time to actually be present with your family. Plan some family activities and devote this time to create some long-lasting memories with them. After all, that's what life is all about. Use this time to genuinely connect with your friends, your loved ones, your spouse, your children, other family members. Use this time to improve your health and physical physique by exercising. Use this time to reconnect with yourself and your goals. Use this time to explore your creativity. Write a book, start a blog, do something you've never done before. Use this time to look up and really appreciate the beauties of nature and this precious gift called life. Yes, I know it might sound like a lot of things to do in what seems to be not so much time, but you will be surprised of how huge the gap is between the time you start scrolling and the time you've realized that you've wasted countless amount of hours. Time that could have been used to do something more meaningful. We must disconnect so that we can reconnect with what and who really matters. It is, without a doubt, the time to disconnect. I remember not being able to go to bed before 3 a.m. because I'm up all night on TikTok, scrolling from one video to the next. Missing out on quality family moments because I'm preoccupied responding to messages. I can remember not being able to get much done because I'm busy playing video games. But I realized that it was an issue and decided that it was time to disconnect so that I could reconnect with myself, my environment, and the people who genuinely deserves my undivided attention. It's time to disconnect and express to the people in our lives what they truly mean to us with actual emotions and not some emoji. Let's not take the things and people in our lives for granted, because life so precious is like the sand in an hourglass. We don't know how much sand is left in ours, nor in the ones of the people in our lives. The only time we are sure and certain about is this very second. And that's all you need to make a change. You have a chance right now to make a difference. And I have shared with you 2 parts of the remedy to start the process. Now, it's up to you to take action, to take the first step to disconnect so that you can reconnect with who and what really matters. Hey, thank you so much for watching. I hope you were able to get some value from this video. Now, if you got something from it, I want you to just go ahead and leave your takeaway in that comment section. Also, consider giving this video a thumbs up if you like it. And if you're new here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Until next time, take care of yourself, be safe, and God bless.